Hi, and welcome to the NUTURNA free diabetic video education program created by Diabetics for Diabetics. 15 videos covering the most important topics every diabetic or pre-diabetic should know on proper self-management. These videos are also helpful for friends, family and caregivers to help them understand the problems a diabetic goes through. Each video has a free workbook in ebook and PDF format. So just click the link on the screen now to download it. We highly recommend you download these to get the most out of the information. To view all 15 videos and 9 must-read free ebooks available, just subscribe and visit the NUTURNA channel now.
Hi, and welcome back to the NUTURNA How to Fight Diabetes and Win video educational program, your roadmap to success. Today, in video 10, we will discuss visiting your doctor. It is important to visit your doctor and diabetes care team members regularly to maintain good control of your diabetes and reduce the risk of complications. So, let's start with your first visit. Your first visit to a doctor who will treat your diabetes should have 4 parts, including a thorough medical history, a physical exam, laboratory tests, and discussion of your diabetes care plan. Your doctor should be aware of the approved standards of medical care for people with diabetes. These standards provide guidelines to ensure that you are provided the best care for your diabetes. Putting together a diabetes care plan is an important part of your first visit. Your diabetes care plan will be designed especially for you. To work well, it needs to take into account your work or school schedule, how active you are, what and when you like to eat, your cultural background, and other medical problems you may have. You need to be involved in developing your diabetes care plan. Otherwise, it's unlikely that the plan will fit into your life or that you will understand what you need to do. As part of your diabetes care plan, your doctor will give you target ranges for your blood sugar levels to help you recognize when your blood sugar is too high or too low. It's important for you to fill out a chart like this with your doctor so you will know your personal blood sugar goals. You will find a copy of it in your workbook. It records the time of day, your target range, and what your goals are. You should also talk to your doctor about when you should check your blood sugar. The more often you test, the more you will know about your blood sugar patterns. The more you know about your blood sugar, the better able you are to keep blood sugar within your target range. You should also fill out a chart like this with your doctor so you will know when to test, which you have in your workbook also. So, how often should you see your doctor? Well, how often should you see your diabetes doctor depends on many things. If you take insulin for your diabetes or if you're having trouble managing your glucose levels, you should see your doctor at least 4 times a year. Otherwise, you should see your doctor 2 to 4 times a year. You may need to visit your doctor more often if you have complications or if you are starting a new medicine or insulin program. Your doctor will advise you about when to return for a visit. He or she should also tell you other times to call or come back. For example, your doctor may want to call you if you've had nausea or vomiting that makes you unable to eat, or if you had a fever for more than a day. You may need to stay in touch with your doctor by phone every week or even every day if you're making significant changes in your diabetes care plan. When you return, expect the doctor and other members of your diabetes care team to take a medical history, give you a physical examination, run laboratory tests, and adjust your diabetes care plan if needed. Return visits are not as detailed as your first visit, although you should get a complete physical examination once a year. Also, your doctor may order new tests, do other examinations, or refer you to a specialist depending on test results and your specific needs. So, let's look at questions you should ask your doctor. At your visit with the doctor, you may want to ask the following questions. How often and under what conditions should I test my blood sugar? What should I do with the results? What pattern should I try to achieve? What was my average blood sugar over the last 2 to 3 months, A1C? What's a normal A1C? How can I get my A1C in the normal range? What changes should we make to my diabetes care plan? What effect has diabetes had on my kidneys? Do I have albumin in my urine, which is a microalbuminuria, a sign of early diabetes-related kidney disease? How should I take care of my feet? When should I get together with a dietitian to review what I eat? What exercises are best for me? What adjustments to my food or insulin should I make if I plan to exercise? What should my family and friends do if my blood sugar falls so low that I need their help? Now for women, what should I do about taking care of my diabetes if I plan to become pregnant? Are there any diabetes groups that I should attend in my area? What over-the-counter medications should I have on hand to treat sickness? Pain reliever, fever reducer, cough syrup, decongestant, antihistamine, antidiarrheal, and others. So, let's look now at a checklist for visits to the doctor. Firstly, medical history. Your doctor should ask you the following questions at your first visit. How and when were you diagnosed with diabetes? What were the results of laboratory tests you have had in the past? What is your weight history? What diabetes complications have you had and how have they been treated? What kind of risk factors do you have that may make you more likely to develop heart disease, including smoking, high blood pressure, poor eating habits, lack of exercise, high cholesterol, family history of diabetes, and pregnancy complications? Secondly, recent medical history. Your doctor should ask you the following questions at each visit. What is your current diabetes treatment plan? What adjustments have you made to your diabetes care plan? Did you bring your blood sugar log? What kind of patterns are occurring? How often have you had high or low blood sugar levels? What are your eating patterns? How often and how hard do you exercise? What symptoms have you been experiencing that may indicate diabetes complications? What other illnesses have you had since your last doctor visit? What medicines are you taking? Has anything changed in your life? Thirdly, physical exam. Your doctor should check and measure the following: height and weight, blood pressure and heart rate pulse, eyes. Doctor should check, ask you about any problem seeing, and refer you to an eye doctor for dilated eye exams at least annually. Mouth. Doctor should check and ask you about any problems with teeth and gums. Thyroid gland. Doctor should feel gland in your neck and schedule laboratory tests if necessary. Heart and lungs. Doctor should listen to chest with a stethoscope. Liver and other internal organs. Your doctor should feel abdomen. Hands and fingers. Your doctor should check for nerve damage. Skin. The doctor should check conditions of your skin, particularly at injection sites. Feet. Your doctor should check bare feet, shoes and socks off, for sensation and pulse. Reflexes. Fourthly, laboratory tests. Your doctor should have blood and urine samples taken for testing. Blood glucose level at initial visits for diagnosis. A1C, an average blood glucose level over the past 2 to 3 months. Cholesterol and fat levels, once a year or as necessary. Urine protein level, once a year or as necessary. Your age, complications, and symptoms dictate which other laboratory tests your doctor orders. 5. Diabetes care plan. Your doctor should work with you to design a plan including a list of goals, both short-term and long-term, list of medicines that you will use to control your diabetes, advice from a dietitian on meal planning, list of changes you have agreed to make in your life, such as getting more exercise or quitting smoking, teaching sessions for you and your family on how and when to measure your blood glucose levels and urine ketones, how to keep records of these, and how to treat low blood glucose reactions. Plan on seeing an eye doctor. Plan for caring your teeth and seeing a dentist. Plan for seeing a foot doctor if the doctor advises. Plan for seeing other specialists if the doctor advises. Plan for sick days. Instructions on when to come back for another office visit and when you should call. Plan for birth control or pregnancy preparation if needed. 6. Review of diabetes care plan. Your doctor should review your care plan at least on a return visit to measure your progress in meeting goals, see where you are having problems. Keeping good health records will help you control your diabetes and help your doctor and care team manage your diabetes better. This is a diabetes record form. You should bring this form to each visit you have with a member of your diabetes care team. They can help you complete the information in it. Weight, blood pressure, lipid or cholesterol screening, and other important information. You will find one in your workbook. That concludes visiting your doctor. And remember, it is your responsibility to make sure your diabetes care team is monitoring you correctly. Knowing this information will help you make sure you get the right treatment. Next week, we will look at how to take care of your feet. Did you know that 75,000 people a year have a toe, foot, or leg amputated every year? And that most were preventable. So, make sure you watch it next week. You will learn how diabetes affects your feet, the 6-point checklist guide to proper foot care, the 13 steps to protecting your feet, how to care for your toenails, and when you should call your doctor. Until then, remember to stay positive. Look to make small changes every day, and just get started.
I hope you enjoyed that video, but I'd also like you to remember that if you have a blood sugar problem, a weight management problem, low energy problem, or any of the other problem diabetic symptoms, NUTURNA has a product created by diabetics for diabetics to help you. The Powerfull-Strenght Diabetic Support, formulated with 28 natural ingredients that will support you in 7 ways. Promote normal blood sugar, promote healthy weight loss, reduce absorption of sugars and carbohydrates, promote healthy insulin sensitivity and glucose tolerance, promote heart, blood vessel and nerve function health, a powerful antioxidant and immune booster, promote healthy energy. It also saves you money. Why buy 3 or 4 supplements when you can get it all in one super supplement? NUTURNA is highly bioavailable, in capsule form, easy to swallow, and more importantly, more readily available for your body. To find out more about how it can help you, just click the link on the screen now. You'll be glad you did.